Time to determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Conference Championship is underway. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Receiver in motion, going left. 1st down, here's Lamar. Now they'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Gets this one to Andrews. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Colts will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He's on the move. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So Shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Open space inside the 40. Escapes a defender. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Andrews with the catch. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Jackson now on 3rd. That's caught for the 1st. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Has a lane inside the 25. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action with Richardson. Looking right, and he finds him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They motion a receiver left. First down throw here from Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for so many teams in the league because the passing game has become so prevalent today. It really makes it so much more difficult to find an open throwing lane. It gives defenses a lot more speed on the back end to step in front of passes just like that.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Lamar off the play fake. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
This one's caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. That's completed right side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. He's got a man left. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's third down now.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Richardson on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's fourth down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Now Richardson on fourth down. They connect for the first. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. Offense up to the line fast. Third and goal for Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts tie things up at 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Henry running to the left. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Charvarius Ward brings him down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Colts adding a man to the secondary here. Third down coming up. Lamar now from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, if you can't get the pick, at least make sure a catch isn't made. That's the job of every defender out there, and he made sure that one wasn't completed.
Hunter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. And they'll down this one just beyond the midfield stripe. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Play action, here's Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Here's Henry running left. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. P.A. Mafe bringing that play to a halt. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They send the tight end in motion. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Jackson off the play action. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So it'll be 2nd down. Man in motion here. From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. They're down to their final one in this half. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. It's caught. Warren. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Ravens' 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That's good for another Colts. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They put a receiver in motion right. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Warren's got it, complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. From the gun, Taylor. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They get 2 on the play, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Taylor. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They send a tight end in motion. Another shot for Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Richardson back to throw. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it could be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Taylor trying the left side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. 2nd down carry for Taylor. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. On gain of a yard, brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Quick pass, right side, complete. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
one's complete, right side. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
That's the game of life. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. That's caught for the first. And he moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now Richardson to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. This gets the 1st and more. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts take a 3-possession lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First and 10. Here's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Breaks through, and he might break away. And the Colts have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Throw complete to Warren. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Has it in close. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hopkins put in motion left. First down, here's Lamar. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Now Jackson on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Quick pass left side. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. Lamar throwing again. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with the 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 39-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Third and long for him here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Not helping themselves with that penalty, and now lining up to try this 4th down. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First down throw here from Richardson. Taylor makes the catch. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He has the first over the middle. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens lower the deficit they face. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Play action now with Jackson. He rolls to his right. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's Colts football, and they know they're only 1 quarter away from advancing here. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover. Wisely throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Trying to find his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 10. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Colts keep running away with this. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts continue piling onto this lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 35 on 2nd down. Complete Derrick Henry. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Henry on the catch. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Working quickly here. Jackson's going to throw again. Jukes one defender. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Lamar off the play fake. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Jackson yet again. Completed to Flowers. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. And the Colts sending 6 DBs out there. Dime package, 3rd down coming. Again, it's Jackson to the air. That's caught for the 1st. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Ravens gonna give it another go, trying for 2. And again, it's Jackson. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Taylor again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Throw complete to Warren. And they bring him down around the 34.
A gain of 2. Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Now Richardson on 4th down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
So close to get off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Richardson on 3rd. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Play action with Richardson. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts coasting to the finish line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now a run with Taylor. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go again with Taylor. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. The defense takes its third and final timeout, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on fourth down.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down. Throwing again is Lamar. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. And that brings up fourth and long. Lamar throwing again. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone. This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. Setting up for the kneel down on third. He's down to a knee, and they've done it. They're going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl. So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.